I'd just like to share a story with you. I just got off the phone from a gentleman called Paul who shared this story with me. He described himself as an older gentleman. He's 73. He's been married before for 36 years. 5 years ago his wife died. About 12 months ago he met this wonderful lady of similar vintage called Tess, and he'd like to marry her. He then proceeded to tell me about his daily ritual, where he would get up in the morning. He's now a retired teacher, and walk down to Burwood railway station, where he'd stand on the platform and wait for Tess's train to go through. It was an express, so it didn't stop, but he'd stand there and wave to her as she passed through on her way to work. She'd call him from Strathfield station to let him know what carriage she was going to be on and also whereabouts she was going to be sitting. So he knew exactly where to stand and wave. He probably couldn't even see her, I imagine, as the train expressed through. But she could see him. And last week he was telling me he got up at 4 a.m. and headed down to the station, where he's known now by all the rail staff, who describe him as incredibly persistent. And he created a sign for his Tess. And he's just texted them through to me.